Apologies for the Philadelphia tuxedo, but on Wednesday, as the Phillies played the Mariners, Jose Alvarado made his return from his 80-game suspension for PED use, and he was met with applause. Why? What exactly are we applauding? Now, I thought that this was like a common sense thing, and I'm not saying that you boo Jose Alvarado, but why are we applauding Jose Alvarado? And then I hop on Twitter, and I see my former Wake and Cake co-host, Andrew Salchunas. One of the big questions I always get asked is like, hey, do you ever like talk to so-and-so from my old work? Like, yeah, we always stay in touch. And I see him, and he took he quote tweeted a video of people cheering Jose Alvarado from Colin Newby, who works at 97.5. And Salchunas said, look, I don't want to be that guy, but like, why exactly are we cheering this guy? He put the team in a tough position right now because he's not playoff eligible. And silly me, I thought that this was like a common sense thing. I thought that, yeah, most people would agree with this. And no, Salchunas was dragged by Stepford wives who, I mean, I don't know if they've grown up in the vet or what, but like they're going too far with it. It seems like these are the people that welcomed a tribute video for Tobias Harris. Because when we start cheering a guy who put the organization in a tough spot, I don't know, I'm weird. I guess I'm wired differently. And I go, why exactly are we cheering the fact that now Jordan fucking Romano, not calling him by that stupid Romano, Jordan Romano will be on a playoff roster instead of Jose Alvarado. One of the things that I noticed in Salchunas' responses, God bless. I mean, and then, by the way, his responses are a good reason of why I've muted all notifications on Twitter. Ignorance is bliss. But one of the things is like, hey, man, you are being that guy. And let's not act like he was, taking, Balco supplements. He got popped for a diet supplement. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what he got popped for. He was suspended for 80 games. He's not playoff eligible. I don't care what he got popped for. Because if in a best-of-5 series, if I have to see Jordan Romano instead of Jose Alvarado, and Jordan Romano gives up his patented 2 or 3 spot, I'm not going to sit there and go, hey, you know what? At least Jose Alvarado wasn't taking performance-enhancing drugs. He was only trying to get slim. Beach season was coming up. What are we talking about? What are we doing as a fan base when we are cheering this guy coming back from a performance-enhancing drug suspension? I don't care what it was for. I don't care what the excuse was. This was incompetence. This was flat-out incompetence on Jose Alvarado's part. And the idiots down there at Citizens Bank Park who stood up and cheered, the idiots who are in Andrew Salchunas' mentions defending the actions are Stepford wives. You guys have drank the Kool-Aid. Congrats. One thing I saw was like, well, if he was healthy, they might not have gotten Duran. Maybe. We don't know. I'll tell you one thing I do know. I do know that he won't be eligible in the playoffs. That's what I do know. I do know that Dave Dombrowski will force his way to put Jordan Romano on a playoff roster now when he shouldn't have been. Is this how far we've gotten as a fan base where a guy that is suspended, and honestly, I'll tell you right now, I don't really care about the suspension. I don't care that he took PEDs. I don't care that he got popped for you-know-what. I don't care. I don't care what it was for. I care he got caught, and more importantly, I care that he's put the organization in a tough spot where now he, one of their better relievers, will not be there when it counts the most. I saw one guy, I'll put the tweet up here. I saw one guy defending Alvarado, and he said it's because Philly loves Jose Alvarado. He worked his ass off. How do you know? I don't even know what the guy's name is that put the tweet up, because I do this right now, and I haven't screenshot. But how do you know he works his ass off? What, like other guys don't work their ass off? Is that the prerequisite? That because Jose Alvarado, quote, works his ass off, he gets a pass? No, that's not the prerequisite. The prerequisite, bud, let's be real here, was that Jose Alvarado is good. He's not a shitty reliever. That was the prerequisite. The workload that you and I know nothing about has nothing to do with it. Because none of us, you watching, me, the commenters, Salchunas, none of us know if Jordan Romano actually works harder than Jose Alvarado, or if it's just God given. We don't know. So the whole argument of, well, he works his ass off. You know who else worked his ass off? And I tweeted this out. Jeffrey Dahmer. No one worked harder than old Dahmer. Dahmer got after it. Dahmer had a plan. You know what Dahmer and Alvarado have in common? They both got caught. You know what else they have in common? They both aren't going to be playoff eligible. Once again, what are we doing as a fan base in Philadelphia where this guy comes back, he gets cheered, somebody in the media points it out, like, hey, why exactly are we cheering this guy? And he gets dragged. All right. If that's the way we all want to play it, I don't want to hear any complaints. Any complaints from those same people. When Aaron Nola starts a game, he can't get through 4 innings, and I've got to see Jordan Romano, and he gives up 2 runs. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it because Jose Alvarado worked his ass off. And it wasn't a steroid that he took. It was a diet supplement. Yeah, he took a diet pill. Makes it all better. I don't usually buy into the whole like wussification of America thing. But I do think the Philadelphia fan base has gotten soft. And I'm not telling you to drag this guy through the streets. Once again, I'm not even telling you to boo him. Okay? I was more looking for an indifference response to Jose Alvarado being back. But I am blown away that this fan base is rewarding this guy. I don't get it. I don't get how this guy comes out there and screws over the organization by simply not taking the supplement to the trainer to see, hey, is there anything in this that's banned? That's all he had to do. Is there anything in this supplement, hydroxycut, is there anything in this that's going to get me popped? He didn't do it. But he comes back, and because he's a good reliever, and because the Phillies are a good team, and because we're so desperate in Philadelphia to get rid of that negative stigma of, oh, the typical Philly fan, we have to give the guy a standing ovation. Huh. Welcome back, Jose. Welcome back. Cool. Again, Phillies are, 6.5 games up on the Mets at this point? I would be blown away if they blow it. Be shocked. So they're going to make the playoffs. And when that matters the most, Jose Alvarado will not be there. But the Stepford Wise fans will. And I can't wait to hear the excuses that they make. To drag a guy pointing out, man, we really shouldn't be cheering this, that's bananas to me. It's ridiculous. Now, I'm sure that people in the comments will have their say. I did see one comment that was like, it's always the unathletic guys. I love that. It's worth mentioning. I just won a beer league championship. Back to back. Made no impact in that game. But I was there. Front and center with the picture. We got a case of beer. It's honestly a shitty league. It's a really, really shitty league. It's like 10 games. Used to be best of 3. Now it's just 1 game. Anyway, yeah, the insults that were going Salchunas' way were absurd. And he's actually really athletic. All right, I'm going to go. I would say this was fun, but it wasn't. But hey, go Phillies.